Hello, we are in Redshire encounter mode from the North Spawn for this Hall of Fame film featuring Sebastian from the European server and his Luchs. He's in a platoon with another really good Luchs player. And they've already taken the time to talk to each other about who's going to go to the bush in D7, one of the best spotting bushes in the game right now. For the battle, we have, let's see here, 2 artillery apiece. The enemy team has 2 scouts, they have 3. The enemy team has a lot of TDs, only 1 medium and 2 heavies, 3 heavies. And that's a lack of mobility that may come back and haunt them as the game progresses. They aren't going to be able to move around very fast. His team has 2 mediums and 3 TDs, and the rest are heavies. So they're a little bit more mobile. We're going to see the other guy go out here to that D7 bush, and he's coming up on top of the middle hill. The size of this little scout makes it able to hide in bushes that many other scouts can't use. So even a small bush that you might have to pass over in most scouts, he can park behind and at least get concealment from one angle, or a partial concealment. And it's something up here. I doubt he's going to sit up here and try to passive spot for long. He's just hoping to be able to see somebody before they see him and launch an ambush and move. Here comes the E25, so he's going to fire and leave. And now he'll move back up and try to acquire another target and repeat the procedure. There's the 2801 off to his right. He's going to take some shots at him. 2801 is a predator he has to be worried about, because it's one of the few tanks in the battle here that's fast enough to run him down and outgun him. So the 2801 dying won't bother him at all. Matter of fact, it'll make him happy. He tries to help out, and then the Nashorn finishes him off. Now note that he just doesn't rush in. If he goes rushing toward that PZ4, he potentially puts himself in a 1-on-2 against the PZ4 and the 12T. So he sits back, lets the PZ4 move into his view, and he gets the fire at the engine compartment, gets rewarded with a fire, and takes the guy out in one clip. 368, you're pretty much at the limit of the gun, especially firing into the front of a heavy. This is a it's a medium range and short range gun. It has no ability to do damage long range. This is merely, that was harassment fire there. That was just to try to make him mad, and it's also because when you shoot at heavies, they freeze. Doesn't matter whether you hurt them or not. They just hear bullets whizzing by them, maybe a little pink here and there, and they stop. So that was more to annoy the heavy and keep him from doing what he wanted to do. Which isn't a bad idea when you have so much ammo in your tank. It doesn't matter if you waste some or not. Man, you don't want to stay there staring down the barrel of that TD. Is not a good place to be, and he moves on. He has a 1-clip kill on the E25 and the Tiger up here. It's just which one does he pick? He's going to take the E25. Somebody beats him to that. and the T-29 takes out the Tiger, so they're both gone. Now he's going to come over here and try to help out, looks like with the AMX-12T. He's going to get to shoot into his flank. Not that it matters with the AMX-12T, it doesn't have much armor. And it looks like it's going to be back up to the hill to see what he can see. When you have a weapon like he does, it doesn't have long range. It makes a lot of sense to work from the middle up here because you're giving yourself maximum opportunity to find targets within the range of your weapon. Whereas if you're over on the side of the map trying to run around, you're limiting yourself as to what you can fire at. Here comes the 3001, a lot closer this time, about 70 meters closer, and he has the side close enough for his gun to work. The SU-100's behind him and not looking towards him, but he's not in a position to take advantage of it. He's going to charge straight at this TD and hopefully end up behind him, which he's going to do. There's no way the guy can turn in time now. He's going to park right behind him to keep his position in a favorable one. The TD can't do anything except die right now. If nobody comes to bail him out, he's dead. And he also gets a big hit from another tank. Wear him down. Sebastian gets an easy kill there. The Nashorn looked like he was trying to come in, but he's just too slow to get there in time. And this is the problems when you end up with mostly TDs. You don't have the reaction speed and mobility you need to help each other out. He's over 1,500 points of damage now and continuing to pile them up. Now the Nashorn makes kind of a mistake right here. He's thinking of, well, I'm going to charge at that Luchs and take him out. And he tried to figure out which way to turn, and in the process of him saying, oh, I need to go left, no, I need to go right, no, oh, bang, I'm dead. He should have got behind that rock that was just 15 meters away from him at one point, and he might still be alive. Gets some hits on the Challenger, but I don't have to finish him off, and he has to move before he takes another hit from the Challenger. You can tell he's thinking flank again. And the Challenger's backing off. He's going to get a shot into the back of him, and oh, he manages to scratch his paint a couple places but doesn't penetrate. So now he's going to run him down, I think. This time he takes care to go around Cap because he doesn't want the Challenger to be alerted. He doesn't want the Challenger to turn around, basically. He wants him to keep chugging on away from him so he can come up here and try to shoot into the back of him again. And there he is. He has his flank, and he takes him out. Now it's 2 tanks to go. Both artillery and the T-29 and him both have 4 kills. If he gets both kills, he gets a top gun. T-29 has a big head start in this race, and I'm sure Sebastian's looking for his nitrous oxide button right now, trying to find an extra boost of speed to beat him there, but looks like they're going to get there about the same time. He'll get there first, but can he get both kills? That remains to be seen. So he sees the grill, but he's going to go for the GW Panther first. Easy kill. Now he's going to cross over the grill and try to close in. Perfect. He has his rear. It's just a matter of Getting the reload. Oh, and the T-29 takes him out. So they each end up with 5 kills. I thought with the way Sebastian was behind him, I thought maybe it was going to prevent the T-29 from shooting him. But he had just enough of an angle that he managed to squeeze a shot in there and keep Sebastian from getting a top gun. Can't blame him for that. No such thing as kill stealing. If it's a shot there to take it. Just make sure you don't blow up the wrong guy doing it. He ends up with, for the entire battle, he had 1,631 points of damage, which may not seem like a lot compared to some of the other entries, but you got to remember this is a tier 4 scout here. He's not going to get as many points of damage as you see some of the bigger scouts get. He got 5 kills on 50 of 81 shooting, which is 62%, and again for an autocannon that's pretty accurate. 1,154 spotting damage with 6 spots. Made some money, 37,499 credits. Didn't really drive around that much. Stayed mostly in the center of the map and just moved just a little bit while he was reloading. Made a couple sorties out, but not really too much movement. He only drove like a little over 1 kilometer total. And he got 2,386 XP. Now, I don't know if you were paying attention to what he killed, but he qualified for an Orliks medal. And then he also tacked on a fighter, duelist, bruiser, fire for effect, and spotter mini medals. Survived the battle, so he added it all up, and his battle score is 2,446. First entry in the Luchs Hall of Fame, and we'll probably see more from him, but there you go, guys. 2,446. Who's going to beat it first? You saw in the beginning he talked about where to go with his platoon mate, which is always a good thing. You don't want to duplicate spots. His platoon mate went here, so he moved up here, and he was up there using bushes really to set up ambushes. And once he got that initial ambush on the E-25, he went into search and destroy mode pretty much the rest of the fight. He would run around, pick out a target to shoot at. A lot of times he shot from distance, and then when he had the opportunity to flank somebody and get in close, like he did on the 1TD and then the RD at the end, you saw how he pulled in and stayed behind him, controlled the position of the fight, and kept everything to his advantage while he laid down some smack on their butts. From Redshire in Counter Mode North, Sebastianpotachka in his Luchs lighten up the enemy 30 to 40 hit points at a time. Happy hunting.